so much about what's going on in your lives, but you really don't know who the hell we are. Is that freaky or what?
I was always really nervous coming to conventions because, like, obviously, you know, I mean, Will's been working for a long time, but for like me and Robin and some of the other cast members, like, this is like the first project that, this is my first acting job that I've ever done. So just being recognized was something completely new to me, and like going to these conventions, I got really nervous and I wasn't really enjoying myself just because it was really weird that people knew who I was and I didn't know them and they were strangers. But the more conventions I go to, I mean, now I'm at the point where I like look forward to these things because I feel like now I get it and I appreciate all the fans so much more now than like, I don't know, just because like one time at a convention I met Joel McHale and I was so excited.
Who introduced you to Joel McHale?
My friend here introduced me to Joel McHale and I was like, I get it now, like, because I was so excited and I don't know, I was just like so happy and I almost cried because I had been watching him on TV for so long and he was so nice and he was, you know, so friendly and I was like, I totally get why I go to these conventions. It's because, you know, people enjoy what I do and I feel like after that, I just like kind of hold the outlook on fans and even social media, I started tweeting more and like trying to interact with everybody more just because like I kind of, it just all clicked when I got to meet someone that I like, so yeah, I mean, it's not weird anymore. I like enjoy it and I appreciate it and I love, you know, all the support we get because without any of these conventions and our fans, the guild would still be a YouTube video that we're doing for free, you know? Right. Like, it would still, it wouldn't be anything. It wouldn't be anything that it is now, so that's really cool.
No, I agree completely with you. I think we do these conventions because of you guys, because you love our show so much, we want to give back, and we wouldn't be here without you guys, so we appreciate it more than probably you know. So, let's just all get sappy now.
I love it when, you know, I'm always really nervous before I go and perform at a convention, before I, you know, tell stories or do panels or things, because, like, I was a fan before I was an actor. And I know what it's like to be at a con where you're so excited to meet somebody and then they're a giant dick wagon and they ruin you. You know? And I know what it's like to be at a con where you wait forever to get into the Futurama panel and they cut it off 10 people before you. I know, it's the worst. And then you stand there hoping people will come out of the room and you can just hear them all inside having so much fun. And you're stuck on the outside because some fucking twitard is sitting in there taking up a seat, not letting you get into the Futurama panel because they want to see the Twilight Kids in 5 hours in Hall H. Clear the halls, Comic-Con! Something happened there. Like the whole room went purple and I disappeared. That was weird. I get nervous before a thing and I love being able to walk out of something after a panel and open up Twitter and see like, well, did I suck? Did they like it? You know, was it fun? And all the time I meet people who say, I follow you on Twitter, and I say, I'm sorry. And then it turns out, like 5 hours later when I'm finally able to catch up on everything, if this person had said, oh, and my Twitter name is blah, 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 or, you know, I comment on your blog as so-and-so, then I would have thought, oh my God, I love your comments. Or, you know, because I meet people all the time and I don't know, like, your name on a screen. But then when I put a face to the name, Warren Ellis does this wonderful thing on his blog a couple of times a year. He just tells people, send me pictures of you. And he posts pictures of the people who read his blog. And he puts them like in a little matrix on the thing. He'll do this all day long. And I asked him why he does that. And he said, I think it's really important that we all remember that there's a person connected to these words. And that there's a human being on the other side of the screen. And that we all sort of treat each other accordingly. And the social networking that we all do has made it easier for us to communicate with each other. And that obviously has its, you know, its pluses and its minuses. Last night I was walking back to my room after dinner, and some bro was like talking to his like other bros, and he was like, he was like mockingly calling me Wesley Crusher. Like, and I was like, wow, 1989 is in the house. Way to go. And I'd been awake for almost 40 hours. You're the guy. That was funny. Good. All right, you're through to the next round. That was a good callback. And so when I got back to my hotel room, I was so mad about it. And I was just like cranky and tired, and I'm old and whatever, and I needed a nap. And on the Google Plus, I said, look, you know, like nothing makes me not want to go to a con ever again, quite like somebody doing this. So maybe I'm old and tired and cranky, but like, come on, you guys. That was old 20 years ago. And there's like 600 comments inside of a half an hour. Most of them are people like, don't worry, you're not being a jerk. That was actually not cool. And then there's the one guy who's like, you should appreciate your fans, because if you didn't appreciate your fans, you wouldn't be there. And I was like, wow, it's missing the point guy. So, like everything else, it's awesome, but it also does have its down, you know, its downsides. And that's why I'm a big fan of the block button. Next question.